Right then, Blades Army. If you thought the last few months at Bramall Lane were an emotional roller coaster, hold on to your seats because what's happened in the last few hours is going to leave every single Blade absolutely gobsmacked. 3 completely revolutionary situations are changing Sheffield United's direction right now. And I guarantee you won't believe what I'm about to reveal. When was the last time you felt our club was genuinely on the right track? That we had clear direction and a brilliant future ahead? Because today, my dear Blades, today might just be that day that marks the beginning of a new golden era in Sheffield. If you're proper red and white army, smash that like button right now. Because what I'm going to tell you in the next few minutes will make you understand why being a Blade has never been as exciting as it is right now. Hit the bell, call your mates, and prepare yourselves for 3 stories that could define the next few years of our Sheffield United. The first will make you understand why the board's most controversial decision might actually have been the most spot on. The second will show how we're building something special behind the scenes. And the third will have you dreaming of a future that might be closer than we imagined. Are you ready to discover how our Sheffield United might be about to experience the greatest renaissance in recent history? Right then, because we start with news that'll leave everyone speechless. Let's kick off with the news that's got the entire football world stopping to pay attention. Chris Wilder is back at Bramall Lane, but hang on. Before you start shouting with joy, let me tell you the whole story behind this absolutely surreal return. In a twist that not even Hollywood's most creative screenwriter could imagine, the man who was sacked less than 3 months ago after that heartbreaking playoff defeat to Sunderland is now back to lead the Blades for the 3rd time. 3rd time, folks! This is pure history being written before our very eyes. Ruben Sells, who seemed to be COH Sports' bet for the future, lasted just 3 months in charge. And you know what that means? It means the board quickly recognized they made a mistake and had the courage to correct it. 5 consecutive defeats at the start of the season were enough to show the path wasn't right. But here's what genuinely moves me about this story. Chris Basham, our absolute legend who gave his life to the club for 10 years, didn't hold back his praise for Wilder's return. Basham said something that gave me goosebumps. He tells the truth, he's honest, and that's what the lads need right now. And when Basham talks about unity, about someone who's part of both the fans and the club, do you understand the scale of what's happening? Wilder isn't just a manager returning, he's a Blade at heart coming home. Most impressive? Basham believes that even with 0 points from 5 games, something historic in the worst possible way, promotion is still within reach. No championship side has ever lost their first 5 matches and still gone up. But if anyone can break that curse, it's Wilder's Blades. Do you reckon Basham's confidence is realistic or pure optimism from someone who loves the club? But the revolution doesn't stop there because Wilder's already making changes where it really matters, in the technical structure that'll shape the Blades' future. And here comes a change that might seem small but has massive potential. Gary McSheffrey, our under-21's boss who's been working brilliantly with our young talents, is set to be promoted to the first team coaching staff. And you know what that means? It means Wilder isn't just thinking about our desperate present, but building a bridge between our academy and the first team. McSheffrey isn't just anyone. We're talking about a bloke who won 6 promotions as a player, who knows the Football League's DNA like few others, and who's already worked closely with several of our youngsters who are knocking on the first team door. This is a surgical decision from Wilder. Whilst other managers arrive wanting to change everything, he's optimizing what we've already got. That's good. With Ahmed Hadjic and Vinny Souza having left the club, we need continuity somewhere. And that continuity might come precisely from our own lads. It's genius when you stop to think about it. Instead of spending fortunes in the market we don't have, we're investing in someone who already knows the house, has already breathed Bramall Lane's air, and already understands what it means to wear the Blade shirt. Perfect timing, because if there's one thing Wilder's always known how to do, it's extract the maximum from the available squad. And now, with McSheffrey alongside him, we've got someone who could be the perfect bridge between experience and youth. How do you see this bet on internal structure instead of big signings? And now, for something that'll have you genuinely dreaming about the future, we've got a young talent in our sights who could be exactly the type of reinforcement we need. Mario Cozier-Duberry, just 20 years old, is making Bolton Wanderers and all of League One stop to admire his quality. Boss Steven Schumacher said something that caught my attention. Opponents are double or triple marking the lad. Such is the threat he poses. But here's the most interesting bit. Cozier-Duberry isn't unknown in the Championship. He's already been around Blackburn Rovers, has spells in Arsenal's youth system, and now belongs to Brighton. So we're talking about someone who's already proven quality at different levels. And the timing, perfect! The January window's approaching, and if there's one thing Wilder's always known how to do, it's identify talents that fit perfectly into his system. Remember how many players he discovered and turned into stars during his previous spells. A 20-year-old winger with pace, technique, and winning mentality could be exactly what we need to provide that spark in attack. Imagine Cozier-Duberry running down the flanks at Bramall Lane with 30,000 blades shouting his name. Most exciting is that this shows a change in philosophy. Instead of betting on expensive names and players at the end of their careers, we're aiming for talented youngsters hungry for victory. That's sustainability, that's future vision, that's legacy building. Of course, it's still just interest. The negotiation with Brighton still needs to happen, but the simple fact we're keeping an eye on talents of his caliber already shows Wilder's returned with big ambitions. Do you reckon Cozier-Duberry will be the type of signing that could make the difference in our push for promotion? And there you have it, Blades Army. 3 stories that together tell a unique tale. The story of a club that didn't give up, didn't surrender, and is building something special even in the most difficult moments. Think about the complete narrative. Wilder returns home, bringing with him all the experience of someone who's already elevated this club twice before. He doesn't return alone. He brings a vision of intelligent restructuring, promoting McSheffrey, and creating bridges between academy and first team. And on top of that, he's already got his eye on the future, targeting talents like Cozier-Duberry, who could be tomorrow's stars. This isn't just football management. This is management of dreams, of hopes, of a fan base that deserves to see their club shine again. 0 points from 5 games? So what? History's never been an obstacle for those with the courage to make history. In 6 months' time, I want you remembering this moment, when we're fighting for promotion, when Bramall Lane's in celebration again, when young talents are sending the crowd wild. Remember, this is where it all started to change. Because being a Blade isn't about things being easy. It never has been. Being a Blade is about resilience. It's about believing when everything seems impossible. It's about understanding that our history's always been built through overcoming adversity. Chris Wilder's back. The structure's being reformed. Talents are being watched. And us? We're the red and white army, and our time is coming. Comment below. Which of these 3 stories excites you most? Do you believe promotion's still possible? And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, because in the coming days we'll have even more explosive news about our Sheffield United. Saturday we've got Charlton Athletic at home. Time to start this journey towards glory. Forza Blades!